Hello, welcome back to Star Wars: The Old Republic. Last time we fought Hedakol, found found the datacron we were looking for, but we never got our hands on it. It's taken by the Padawan. I forgot her name. And so she's gone, and all her leads are gone, kind of. And so yeah, um, we're gonna get right into it. We got some mail to read. I got this holocall. I'm probably not gonna do this mission. We're gonna just move on to what we normally do, or the main story stuff.
Hey there. Always an honor when I can get some time from someone as busy as you. I'm glad we got in touch, cause I got a favor to ask.
What is it?
With Hedda Cole on the run again, it's all hands on deck. That means I've got to go where Mandalore wants me. Otherwise, I'd handle this myself. My friend Lane is back on Runic. Mandalore's got her chasing down all the hidden chain riffraff that stayed behind. You and I both know that getting anything done on that dust ball is a challenge, and Lane doesn't have a lot of resources. But Lane would never ask for help, especially from someone like you. She's about as stubborn as Mandalore. Must run in their family. In fact, she'll probably kill me for asking you to back her up, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. So, what do you say? How do you feel about cleaning up some of Hedda's garbage? I didn't expect to hear anything less. Thank you. One more thing. Last time I was on Lane's bad side, she put adhesive spray in my jetpack's exhaust fans. Took me weeks to get it out. What I'm saying is, it'd be great if you didn't tell Lane it was me who sent you. Anyway, I appreciate you hearing me out on this. See you around.
Alright. So we're not gonna do that. But like I said, we have a bunch of mail to read. I don't know if there's a mailbox anywhere around here. Good shout, all the way down there. Alright. Gonna read and catch up on that so we don't have, like 30 pieces of mail to read like last time. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna leave and head out to wherever we need to go next. So, we got a bunch of stuff. Scourge. No doubt by now, Sana, Ray, or Kira has informed you of my absence. I am sorry I could not accompany you to Elam, but time was of the essence. There was only a small window of opportunity in which to look further into my suspicions. For now, there's not much more I can say. I can only assure you that my ambitions are unchanged. I will destroy anything with Tenebrae's foul stain still upon it. If that means there are certain paths I must walk alone, then so be it. Telestrelic progress. Hello again. I'm sure one as busy as yourself has loads of progress reports to comb through, so my sincerest apologies for adding another to the pile. I simply could not allow anyone else to bring you the news of this development. You may recall when we spoke on Elam that I had noticed similarities between the artifacts we found in Darth Nul's temple and relics from other locations in the galaxy. After extensive examination and cross-referencing, I believe I have identified a single planet that looks very promising. But I must warn you, my proposed connection between Darth Nul and these other sites is still only a theory. As such, I have requested a team to assist me with investigating my findings more thoroughly. I look forward to bringing you more good news. Cool. Here, Carson, sorry for rushing off. Hey, I didn't mean to cut out of the meeting early, but everything we were talking about was just too much with all the children of the Emperor talk. We're getting dangerously close to territory I never wanted to think about again. Being one of them, a child of the Emperor, always felt like something that I couldn't escape. I left the Sith, I took shelter with the Jedi, I broke the connection that made me a child of the Emperor, and it's still coming back to haunt me. Sorry if I seem overwhelmed, I just really, really want this all to be over with. I'm sure you understand. Yep. Dare, I just heard Master Denolm, a child of the Emperor. I mean, I really can't fault him for keeping something like that a secret. If we're being honest, I probably would have done the same. But when you think you knew someone, and it turns out you didn't, I hope you don't think Master Denolm was some kind of monster. He may have had secrets, but that doesn't change who he was. And it's not his fault that Malgus cut him down before he had the chance to come clean. Anyway, the old man and I have a lot of things we need to discuss, so I'll see you around. Yeah. I know Tao doesn't quite understand the whole Uh, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I know, Tao doesn't know exactly what the children of the Emperor are, but they're not monsters. They had no choice. So, you know, yeah. Um, anyway, Kavi Spar, I came to help Mandalore finish her hunt. I wanted to see her fight to defeat Hedda and her false Mandalorians. I was not disappointed. Shae Vizla's skill as a warrior is unmatched. I expected you to help, but I did not think you would be so involved. Perhaps that was foolish of me. Use your power for causes that you believe in. I am glad this is one of them. No matter what you think of Mandalore and her ways, she understands that glory is something we earn each day. Hedda believes glory is something that only exists in the past, waiting to be reclaimed. She is wrong. Hedda cannot be allowed to continue poisoning the minds of her followers. Expect to see you finish this with Mandalore. Tori and Kadera thought Mandalore could stop Hedda in time before we fell back into the cycle of my people's history. Battle, victory, defeat, division in our beliefs. Our weakness is that we only see one solution to any problem. War. War until the other side can't disagree with you anymore. War until you are proven right by strength. Maybe you can understand better than most. You've allied with people who had different views of the galaxy, and that's not an easy thing to navigate. I respect the skill you display, both on and off the battlefield. As for me, Ranuk had some surprises. I'll let you know once I work them all up. Unknown sender. Formal thank you, contracted employee station on blah blah blah. On behalf of the technicians operating via contract 4, I would like to offer my personal thanks. It's not an easy or safe business to take work with particular people, but that's the job my staff is signed up for. High skill, high risk, high reward. I came across an incident filed with some returning technicians. They stated that you or your people ensured safe passage despite an unprovoked escalation by one of my new technicians. These are good people doing tough jobs, don't get involved in the local politics. No contracts from blank will be entertained in the future for their breach of our agreement. Your actions will be remembered by my organization. I think that's with the people that were hired by Hedeko. Um, that gave us some information we didn't kill right off the bat. Sorry, one sec. Jakai Ordo, Ranuk after action. Report Mandalore wanted everyone who helped take a piece of Ranuk to get this report on the situation down there. Our primary concern is the continued presence of opportunist Mandalorians looking to secure the relics they were forced to abandon. We also suspect they are trying to reclaim the extensive facilities already present. Whether they are doing this in Hedda's name or purely on their own behalf, benefit, I can't say. Operations will continue as we clear the holdouts, but it's going to be a prolonged exercise. Anytime you can lend support, you'd be welcome. Detailed findings to follow. By Ordo. Two more. Jay Vizsla, no rust on my blade. After my long hunt, I got the fight I wanted, a chance to live or die as I chose, no excuses. I couldn't ask for anything more than testing myself and finding I had one more sweep of my blade. For your part in helping me, you have my thanks. Had I escaped, the hunt is on again, but I also have to find a way through this war. Thought I was out of this business. There's no challenge in it, no skill, just butchery. After Renuk, I know it for a fact. Okay. Ras Ordo, following up on Renuk. Just getting the details from Jakai and what the next steps are. Since you were instrumental in taking Renuk, I thought I'd share some of the thinking over here in Camp Shay. Shay's mad, like really mad. Overall, it was a major victory for us, but her focus is sharper than her blade. Shay's fixated on losing her grip on Hedda. She was so close, but couldn't get it done. We did nab a hideout all stocked with weapons and supplies, but that's more of a consolation prize. Chikaya says we need to shift our attention to the hidden chain. They aren't just a bunch of upstarts making trouble. This is a civil war, good and proper. It's been a while since the last one, and if I know anything about Mandalorians, they don't pass up any opportunity to fight each other. Speaking of which, I've got a date with Recon. I'll keep you posted. Sounds good. Let's launch this mission. Head right into it. Back home we go, it looks like.
Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Adair! Adair, are you receiving?
I'm here, Admiral.
No, you're not here. That is the problem. We were counting on you to stop an Imperial strike team on Ord-Trossi. They came in fast and overwhelmed ground security. Half their planetary defense grid is gone.
I'm sorry to hear that, Admiral, but this lead took priority.
Priority? Are you telling me your little antique hunt was more important to the Jedi than protecting Republic citizens?
Stopping Malgus will keep the Republic safe. We needed something to push our investigation forward. And I think I found it.
Well, I hope the price we paid was worth it. Rava out.
Get me the Colonel. It's urgent.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing.
Good, you're here. Didn't want to put this in anyone's hands but yours. Sorry. Some greasy Sith really didn't want me to have that.
Are you all right? I can take you to the med bay.
Don't worry about me. What you've got in your hands is way more important. That belonged to Darth Nul. Took us ages to find it, but it was worth it.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you.
You are helping. Why do you think I came straight here? Arn and the old man have been breaking their backs looking for patterns in what we know about Darth Nul, hoping to find another fortress. They must have read every report on Nul at least 20 times apiece. They finally narrowed it down to a few places that seemed like good candidates. We split up and started looking. I was the lucky winner, the one who knows the least about this stuff, but I'm hoping you can help me fix that.
I've got specialists on just about any crazy force thing you can imagine. We all put our heads together, we'll figure out what this is. I'll see what Dr. Ogorov says, my science expert.
A science expert? Not what I was expecting to hear, but I'm open to anything at this point.
Oh, don't let him hear you say that. Not unless you want to volunteer for one of Doc's many new research projects.
Well, let's see if he can help us, but be ready for questions. He's going to want to know every detail about the place where you found this.
Come on. How bad can he be?
Lore. Uh, boy. As I began delving into the mysteries of Darth Nul's existence, I assumed it would only be a matter of time before we uncovered the entirety of who she was. After all, humility and modesty were hardly in passion for the ancient Sith. I have learned about so many of them simply by studying the grand monuments they erected in honor of their own achievements. But piecing together Darth Nul's story has been a refreshing challenge. She has no ornate tomb, there are no statues or grand murals that depict her deeds. She was a scientist, and her story will be told through the designs of her inventions. For instance, her fortress on Elam yielded a veritable treasure trove of information. We've yet to extract anything useful from the machine in the heart of the temple, but examining the surrounding area has been quite illuminating. Extensive study of the regnant device, as well as the traps and hazards that Darth Nul built to protect her holdings elsewhere, has turned up unexpected. Intriguing similarities to other mechanisms, the Ravager and the Phobos devices. I will not conclusively say whether Darth Nul had a hand in the creation of these machines, but given her proclivity for manipulating the minds of others, see the children of the Emperor, it is not outside the realm of possibility. Armed with this knowledge, if we trace Darth Malgus' footsteps following his disappearance at the Battle of Corellia, we could potentially locate where he may have stumbled upon any other record of Darth Nul. From the research notes of Talos Strelick. Alright, let's go talk to Ogre. My boy Ogre.
Admiral Ago's doing the best he can. With our limited resources, things are tough.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Hedda cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die, or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and finally found my answer. Someone doesn't honor their agreements. Someone values credits over their own life.
Hey now! What's going on here?
Bask's son. With the right guidance, I had hoped your kind would be worthy of our cause.
Yeah, of course! That's always been the plan!
I learned that you used your pretty machines in the duel on Runuk. No doubt why Shay fared as well as she did.
What? No! It was the other way around. I wanted you to win. You beat Shay, we do this war thing, we all get rich!
So you used your machine on Shay, and she still bested me.
Yes! I mean, no, I'm not saying that. Okay, let me explain!
No need. Darmanda is our enemy. Because of him, we lost Runuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan, except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
So, I heard you ran into Sahar. Is she alright? Can't believe she's gotten herself mixed up in all that Mandalorian business.
Tensions were running high on Runuk, and there wasn't a lot of trust on anyone's part. There wasn't much I could do to get Sahar to come home. I know this must be hard for you.
I just wish I could tell her that Elam wasn't the end. That she'll always be welcome back with open arms. You know, I barely even remember her mentioning a brother on Ossus. Now he's got her turning her back on us.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
I didn't get a chance to look closely at it or anything. I just know it was some kind of trap and that relic was in it.
What do you think this relic is?
It's not what I think. It's what the science tells me. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
What else did you find?
A very interesting clue. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That's where Ossus is. Jedi get crystals from the Adika system to build their lightsabers. We have for hundreds of years.
So why did Darth Nul have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
Well, she was helping the Emperor control people through the Force, right? I'll bet she used those crystals in some horrible machine that hunted down Jedi and turned them into children of the Emperor.
What else could she have built with them?
In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
Nul was controlling people's minds. Let's not pin any medals on her just yet. What do you think about talking to Malgus again? You've got something up your sleeve you didn't have last time.
I can't shake the feeling that Malgus doesn't know Darth Nul as well as he thinks he does. And there's only one way to find out.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
No problem. I'm going to let the old man know what we found. He and Arn will be dying to hear everything.
Alright, let's go to the fleet, I guess. How come I don't have that there? Good question.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorov paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Nul's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Never mind Hedda Cole getting her hands on Darth Nul's holocron.
Do we know what's on there?
We don't, but we need to assume that whoever holds that holocron holds the advantage. Malgus has the information we need, but he isn't talking. We're not running blind, however. What we learned about Darth Nul's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Supreme Chancellor and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that. You and I have an understanding, but I owe no loyalty to the Republic or to the Empire, Malgus included.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Hedda, with or without permission.
That's why I'm here. We all need to know more about his plan.
Don't you get it? With the holocron, Hedda is part of that plan, willing or not.
You weren't interested in the holocron when we ran into Sahar.
I wasn't, but I won't let Hedda use whatever's on there to hurt my people. So, what's it gonna be?
I can handle Malgus. I've done it before.
And you've got nothing. Use the same tactics, get the same results. Think about it. I'm the only one here who knows him. I get how he thinks, how he twists everything around, what's really important to him. I can make this happen.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
Risky, but the situation calls for it.
At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
Stay alert, no matter what. I'm going in. You ready?
Always.
All right.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
Still sitting on the throne of defeat?
I told you he won't respond to that. Get him to think you're on his side.
If you just walked me through what it is you want, maybe I can help. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started. A way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
Two of us do share something special. Most people don't see things the way you and I do.
Perhaps that is why they parade you in front of me.
Good start. Try asking him something.
There's a reason why I'm the one still talking to you. Everyone else is tired of your lies.
You're losing our only chance to ask about Hedda.
I want to know how Hedda Cole fits into your plan.
I have no need for the Mandalorians or their quarrels. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
I can understand how someone would think the Mandalorians are unreliable.
Watch it.
But they haven't let me down.
Not yet.
Slippery Chikari. Okay, maybe Hedda wasn't part of his plan, but something sure as hell changed.
Do you still believe your plan will succeed without you? Is that why you let others carry the torch?
Strength begets strength. All else will wither and fade. Even you.
If my fate is already set in stone, then you might as well tell me what it is.
You are no different from anyone else. You will witness my reckoning. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shave Vizsla. thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all. A shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
Nothing lasts forever.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
What's going on? Is everything all right?
Yes. For the moment, I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Nul's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
To Voska.
Locked and loaded.
We're getting closer to the end. I don't know when they're coming out with another update. So I don't know what I'll do after this, to be honest. um,
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here. Feel free to browse.
Talk to Sana Ray.
You're here. Sonore hoped you would come quickly.
Where is Sonore? She had something important to discuss.
I am here, and I do. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Nul, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. The strange ruins Arkan found on the planet in wild space. They were resistant to his presence for a reason.
But together we found something.
What you are about to see. Darth Nul possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Nul could speak to someone's most hidden desires. Reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization.
Sharing this knowledge was unacceptable to those around Darth Nul. She was ostracized, friendless.
Darth Nul took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Nul taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary.
But Darth Nul was careless. She made contact with someone she shouldn't have. The Sith Emperor, as he was then. He took advantage of her mistake. He ruthlessly pursued her.
Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Nul locked many of their secrets away in the ruins Arkan found. Nul and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Nul's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Nul.
There was no one to help them. Why were they so alone?
They chose to be. They severed all connections to their past when they were expelled from the Jedi Order.
Darth Nul didn't just build her lightsaber with Jedi resources. She was a Jedi.
For a time. The account of Darth Nul's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
We've been chasing a Sith inventor, but she had a whole other life before that. What if that's where we find the way to stop Malgus' plans?
Then we will find it. Malgus could not keep this knowledge from you. We can find other secrets.
All that you found about Darth Nul, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
You brought me here to find out more about the vision.
I brought you here to try. The three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Can't you ask them about the vision?
They would not reveal it to me. But there is another way. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. With luck, they will be receptive to one with your gracious reputation.
I will do anything I can to stop Malgus. If helping rebuild will get the three to share information, it's a small price to pay.
I'd like to speak with you for a moment, before you depart.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
You wanted to speak to me about something?
All this talk of visions, it reminded me. Something strange happened while I was away. As I searched Darth Nul's ruins, every step I took felt so familiar. Like I had been there before.
The Emperor did take Darth Nul from there. Did your father... Did Valkorion go back to relive old history?
If he had, he would have never allowed me to accompany him. Something I'm grateful for now. It was confusing, distressingly so. I was so certain I had stood on the surface of that empty world, even though I could not remember when or why. I spoke with Sonoray about this sense of familiarity. It didn't take long before she understood what I was feeling. I was there, in those ruins, once before, during the ritual in the Shrine of Healing.
How is that possible?
I am unsure. This realization awakened other memories of what I saw while the Voss healed me. I believed they were dreams at the time, but Sonoray believes otherwise. She says they were visions.
What else did you see?
In truth, it is all still a blur. It was as if I lived decades in the span of hours. I saw centuries worth of horrors committed by my father. I felt the rage and the cruelty born of my desperation to please him. The suffering and the devastation I caused, it was all made plain to me. When I learned what my father had done in Darth Nul's ruins, old fears resurfaced. I was afraid I saw those ruins because I was doomed to follow in his footsteps. But there were visions of hope as well, of serving a greater purpose. I saw the work I could do, how I could dedicate myself to atonement. Like helping you stop Darth Malgus. Reliving that vision. It reminded me that I have far to go before I can be forgiven for all that I inflicted upon others. If that is even possible. But I am moving in the right direction.
It may take a long time before the galaxy forgets about what you did. But you shouldn't give up. It won't be easy. But neither is any road worth traveling.
You're right. I have fought so many battles in my life. Only now I have found something worth fighting for. I don't think I could have ever seen things in this light without your help. There will never be enough I can do to thank you.
Alright, let's go. I need to go up, don't I? Ooh. Could do this, couldn't I? Bam. Slightly quicker, not by much. But I'm lazy. Alright. Oop. There we go. And we're here, the retreat. Go help the boss rebuild some stuff. And then talk to the mystics.
I had hoped the three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Greetings. I am Maton Jar. This is Kodum. Sonoray sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character? It is irrelevant to the problem at hand. Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voss are fully restored. We understand that you hope for an audience with the three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation, should you help us arrive at our goal. They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling. Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured. Do not worry, friend. I will guide the outsider every step of the way. It will be quick. Go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual.
Alright. What did I get? I'm, what the fuck did I get? Shrine restoration. I have no idea what that is. Organizations? Ah, it is. Outspoken Voss administrator Albin Ball proposed a plan to rebuild the many shrines that had been damaged by the Eternal Empire's invading forces. The program he imagined, which required an equal partnership with the Gormak, was initially rejected by Voss leadership. At great personal risk, Albin Ball had hand-delivered the proposals to the Gormak leader, Kajak, whose people also suffered heavily during the Eternal Empire's assault. Kajak respected the courage shown by the Voss and was ultimately convinced to see traditional animosity aside in favor of cooperation. The Shrine Restoration Initiative's founding agreement was contingent upon the Gormak determining the priority of the shrines that would be rebuilt, which allowed them to set their displaced people to work alongside Voss architects and engineers. His key condition was instrumental in bringing a large portion of Gormak into the agreement, not only increasing necessary resources and expertise, but joining a large population of Voss Gormak and aiming them towards a common goal. While the group's primary focus is on rebuilding shrines, the Shrine Restoration Initiative has also paved the way for additional public works projects, including expansion of power and water grids, converting temporary housing into permanent dwellings, and compiling a joint archive that preserves damaged records and important historical documents. Cool. Let's go.
This is the Altar of Clarity. To begin the ritual, gather sacred incense from those crates and burn it. Good. Now you must wash the ash from your hands. Use the basin. Thank you, outsider. You are free to enter the Shrine of Judgment.
You know, I think a lot of times when I make choices and stuff, because they're all pretty much like good side, whatever, good guy kind of a thing. People running like very evil characters, how differently it would be. Because a lot of this is pretty straight, narrow, like, this is what you have to do. If you don't do it, then you can't continue, kind of a thing, right? So I wonder how it'll be, okay. If they chose to do it that way, you know?
Not doing so good.
I know that, don't die on me. Drop something purple, eh? Don't mind if I do. They drop. Boss banner, cool. I'll take it.
Thank you, outsider.
Why is this happening?
All right.
Tran vienmongi ho vabaka vihutroi quatu fulam. Va mingwang kam jiwan kwamak gilan va. Ne so fonde ko nagda neva ak nagnan ni matan. Huavaska bam ki nagungham trongwang lao the chow troksha. 快空你包了情动的人哦，你个外大外就讲人，可你外系推我嚟，咁你个外版你会做大快来安个顺你来唔使哦，你所分的个那个你话哎呀，那你妈蛋。 Kung ikaw ay bamluwi cho tayo fay layang gor sun ay lam sa'yo. Huwabas ka, bam ki nagungham trong wang lao, da chow trok siya. Nay so fundi ko naganeva ay ak nagnan ni matan. Lambo mangbom tulran kati, kumin mo ko nambang.
Oh, alright, let's go. All right.
Oh, kung klung sa am doting na mani how lay may. Kontray ko avay tram nam maya chong dito. Huwabas ka, bam ki nagungham trong wang lao, da chow trok siya. Nay so fundi ko naganeva ay ak nagnan ni matan. Getnaman tatalo voi tamak. Ne so fundi kon da neva eak nagnan ni matan. Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Dan foi vutagan achnan chok tontai. Vebegor ne so fun.
Combination of ingenuity, rustic technology seems to be scanning an area and transmitting data. Cool.
Go worry that boy chakaran. Kongi why hey triole. Dan foi vutagan achnan chok tontai. Vebegor ne so fun. Ne so fun de kon da neva eak nagnan ni matan. Get that min troll von turku a toy. Ne so fun de kon da neva eak nagnan ni matan. Humawaska, Pamkin Kungam Tromwan Lao, the Chow Troksha. Vid no what, Dingo Tangmu. We go worry that boy Chakaran. Kongi, why, hey, Triole. Kumniku, why, Bam, Louis Chotai Fai, Liam Gor, Sun, Lam, Sayo. Humawaska, Pamkin Kungam Tromwan Lao, the Chow Troksha. We go worry that boy Chakaran. Kongi, why, hey, Triole. Dan foi vutagan achnan chok tontai. Vebegor nesafon. Kumniku, why, bam, lui chotai fai, liam gor, sun, ei lam sayo. Contrai, chua vai tram nam maya chong dito. Ne so fun de kon da neva eak nagnan ni matan. Ni go worry that boy chakaran. Kongi why hey triole. Vaidren dang korta di lavat.
As a seasoned warrior who left the battlefield in favor of politics, Kodam has seen every side of the Voss conflict. His outspoken views on ending the generational bloodshed between his people and the Voss have made him a divisive figure within Gormak society. A Voss bombardment of his village took much of Kodam's family and pushed him to the front lines, but despite this, he is famous for saying to both Gormak and Voss detractors. I have not suffered any more or any less than you, but I see those I have lost not as a source of revenge, but as a reminder of why the future must be one of peace. Kodam's selection as a representative of the Shrine Restoration Initiative incurred the wrath of hardliners who insisted that, by even considering the position he was to his Voss masters and betraying his people. Despite these challenges, Kodam's reputation as a firm, fair, and articulate voice of the Gormak people, as well as his practical and reasoned leadership, has succeeded in quieting the louder voices of his opposition. I don't have time for you. Shut the fuck up. Oh boy. Gloom and gluat.
Eyes on the floor. Do you hear me? We can't have you running around messing things up. What did I just say about not moving? Stay put. It's for your own good. Heads up, we got an intruder! Stand down now!
You tell him to stand down.
Get out of the way!
Try to do gloom.
lumbomu ambun tuturulan katehe kunimu kunamvan. Kumdue jiwai bam lui chao tafai luengor senau lam la sao.
Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sao. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva ei aknagnan ni matan. Ni go wai tap wai chakamran. Kumongi wai he triole. Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sao. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva ei aknagnan ni matan. Then foi futagan achnan choktontai. Vebegor ne so fun. Vid no what ding no dangmu. Huavaska, bam ki na gungham trong wan lao, the chow troksha. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva ei aknagnan ni matan. Then foi futagan achnan choktontai. Vebegor ne so fun.
Nice. Back we go.
We are trying to repair the droids as quickly as we can, but their reprogramming has...
Nei so fundi ko nagda neva ei aknagnan ni matan. Unding trang vindong fa lengi rich mung kumodiwa. Lam duak vi kong ropa la nid nakakamaki. Then foi futagan achnan choktontai. Vebegor ne so fun.
There is a considerable amount of Gormak technology in this. How did the invaders come to possess this?
Group of Gormak made a deal in exchange for weapons, blah blah blah.
Kodam, choose your words carefully. What do you know about this?
Huavaska, bam ki na gungham trong wan lao, the chow troksha. Ni go wai tap wai chakamran. Kumongi wai he triole.
That is encouraging to hear, Kodam. You are correct. The next step is to learn all we can about them. Our researchers will study this device and divine its purpose. Doing so will allow us to track the invaders and avoid unnecessary destruction.
Ni go wai tap wai chakamran. Kumongi wai he triole.
Your actions have given us leverage in this fight, but the harm done has been extensive. Our work in the Shrine of Contemplation was already behind. Zerka's presence has thrown the reconstruction into chaos. Some damage can be repaired. But if we cannot complete the restoration, it will leave a lasting scar. Until the work has resumed, the three will not turn their attention to you. Your offer to help is a telling display of empathy for both the Gormak and the Voss. I want you to understand why all this is so critical to us. You are very skilled at what you do. Rare talent combined with training that sets you apart. Now, imagine you are part of a society that works to hone your abilities to a greater purpose. Our shrines are built for this singular purpose. But now those shrines, built over generations, are destroyed, reduced to rubble by the Eternal Empire. In that moment, It was as if our eyes were shut. We were cut off from our purpose. We do not restore buildings. We ignite our purpose once more, until we find that light again. Everything else, the invaders, the truce, the relics, is secondary.
Thank
You
you
have
for
more
explaining.
than earned the right to understand. But we cannot sit idle during this time. We need help in ways other than stopping the invaders. Offer your skills, and the three will notice. Do you understand? The importance of what they do cannot be understated. Now, I must update the three on the situation. They will be most disappointed to learn how the invaders obtain the devices we are researching.
Why would the Gormak agree to work with Circa? What was today like? What do you mean, what was today like?
The Gormak camp took considerable damage when the invaders attacked. They are lucky so many survived.
We are lucky they survived. Our work will not succeed without them.
Look. Right. We do all these first, I guess, and head all the way up here to do this one. Where's this one?
You're done.
Man. Shut up. Man. What am I looking for? What am I doing? I don't fucking know. Repair the water intakes. Yep. Ah, down here. Don't care.
Back me up.
Die faster, please. Thank you. Like it. Cool. Alright, one down, 2 more to go. Yay. Don't have time for you.
On your lead.
I just collect this. Yeah, alright. Just taking that. Thanks, go up. Running. Go up.
You're going down. On your lead.
patch me up?
Starting to make sense. Exactly. You're right. Oh. Can I quick travel to that one? Yep. Sounds good to me. I'm just gonna deliver this one. They only have to complete 2. All the other ones are a little too tedious for me. What is this? Okay. Cool. That did absolutely nothing for me. Okay. Cool. Cool looking droid. Does this count? No? I'll go fuck myself. Alright, okay. None of the Gormak are going to help. That's okay. That's fine.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Taking the shot.
How does one do that? Oh my god. Alright. Now, how does one check security parameters? They're failing pretty miserably. There's droids here. Okay.
Gotcha.
We're good? Cool. Alright, we got one more to do. We're good. It can be done. It'll be great. It's better not be like the one that I had to do earlier, for like the Thanksgiving kind of thing that they did. I mean, it's not bad, but it's still kind of like, oof, you know? Wow, this is something. Order board. What do we got? Order up one. What? Okay. I know how to make that. One The hubble clabble. To go. Assemble les orders. Done. Alright. Tuna noodles. Making me hungry now. Tuna noodles. And a sauce. You know, they have a book for food for Elder Scrolls. Recipe book. Like things you can actually make. They should totally have one for Star Wars. That'd be cool. Can't say a lot of it would probably taste good, but it'd be cool anyway. Build order for the sweep areas. Yeah, let's get sweeping. Let's get sweeping. This is peak gameplay right here. Nothing else you'd rather see. Like, what's that over there? Alright. Don't know what that is, but it's in my inventory now. Ooh, yo. Huh. This is like playing like Sims, kind of. Doing ordinary tasks, daily stuff, you know, you would normally do in real life. Oh, to the dumpster. All right. Let's go, Eric Jorgen. To the dumpster. So I need to take this permeated Rudic. I don't know where to find permeated Rudic. Gormak society. Once dismissive as a primitive society locked in a generational conflict with the Voss, careful study of the Gormak has revealed a complex, if insular, people based in part of the Gormak view of the physical world. What you create is part of you, not just master craftsmen, people with a healthy respect for artistry. The Gormak consider each tool and the product of their efforts extensions of their physical body. This central tenet connects each Gormak household with their neighbors. Each member of a tribe becomes a part of a larger unified body, creating nearly unbreakable bonds. This worldview helps explain the Gormak's affinity for using alien technology and adapting it to their needs. Rumors abound that the Gormak possess a novel ability with the Force, much like the Voss, but no proof has ever been found to support these theories. I found proof. Anyway, truth is that the Gormak plainly reject the Force. It doesn't escape academic awareness, however, that the Voss and the Gormak seem to be the two pieces ready to complete one grand puzzle. From Hand and Hammer in Sight to the Closed World of Gormak Beliefs by Dr. Exa Fakar. Righty then. Ow. Into the dumpster. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Complete. When will this end? When? When? How many more do I have to do? How many more? Please. Just want to complete one singular more. One more. That's it. Is this gonna count? God. Alright, I'm going back to Kodum. Fuck the rest of these.
The fountain of purity is functional again. I thought you would be pleased to hear it.
Thank you for letting me know. I hope the repairs last longer than the previous time.
I've returned. I wish to speak to the three
You have been
now.
busy aiding the restoration efforts.
Yes.
I make no promises, but the three may grant an audience. Of course, if you provide additional help, they will look favorably upon any business you conduct with them. They did. I have their findings here. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force.
Oh, kung klung sa am doting namani how lame mai.
Why would an arms dealer like Zerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use? An ugly thought, but I accept the truth of it. Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared what Zerka might find in the depths of the Shrine of Contemplation. You should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Zerka, and bring anything you find back to us. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
I had to do this so fucking time. Alright. Flashpoint time. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Huzzah. This is what I wanted. Yeah. I love it. I love this. Shrine. The shrine. The shrine. This is the one that I was needed. Shrine of, what am I doing? Shrine of Contemplation. No, this is a different one. What is this one? What the fuck am I doing? No, it's different. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I didn't want to have to do this. Let's go. Never mind what I just said. Take me there. To the shrine. No flashpoints, please. For the love of God. Get a deal with Zerka and be done with this.
Please use all products only as intended.
Yes,
Be well.
sir. Hey, what's up?
Gotcha. Need some help here.
I forgot about this. Hmm. Of course I did. Of course I did that one right. Of course.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Zerka. You are correct. Though I confess, it does get me into trouble at times. But let me explain the situation, with a little added detail. The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons. In the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive. Second only to Zerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power. Very noble, but I am here for quite the opposite. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally, I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Zerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless. It was easy. Everything is, when you know the right people. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Taking the shot.
Kaya. While training at the Institute of Cultural Studies on Onderon, Kaya Natari was nominated for the prestigious Eris Medal of Outstanding Scholarly Contribution for her study of the ancient beast riders' offensive against the city of Isis. She was rejected from further consideration, however, when the Judgment Committee discovered she had used unapproved and intrusive field methods for data collection. Despite this setback, Natari graduated with distinction and began postdoctoral work on Ziost. She became embroiled in further scandal when samples from her project were found among items in a black market auction in Hada. Shifting her research to consulting, Natari has risen to prominence as an expert on historical and archaeological ventures for private interests seeking a proven authority without the cumbersome ethics. Her work has included negotiating on behalf of corporate interests with local indigenous cultures from resource rights, conducting exploratory surveys and appraisals of artifacts found during construction, investigating and assessing potential historical sites, and acting as an expert witness in legal matters. In recent years, Natari has accepted contracts with Caroline Engineering Corporation, tracking inches. Rumors that she is currently working on exploratory reports for conglomerates with ties to the Hutt cartel are unconfirmed. Cool. Dead now. Let's go. Where am I going? Back. Cool.
Where have you been?
Oh, she's not dead. Yeah, she's gone. Hmm.
Thank you. It would have been disastrous if outsiders possessed this. I will do all I can. Kodam can show me how. Do not let Kodam's words disparage you. You have succeeded in your task, outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment. An interesting recommendation. Before this artifact is returned to the Shrine of Contemplation, I will see that its contents are shared. At least within the Shrine Restoration Initiative. If that is all, you must be eager to return to your original purpose. You are granted the audience you seek, and I am proud to have helped you earn it. Whatever knowledge you pursue, I hope you find it. May the words of the three guide you to your victory.
Hell yeah, let's go talk to the three. Let's go. Wow. Alright. All led to this.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. Your actions have left an impression. A rare achievement. They are waiting for you now.
Why did the three call you here? What did they want to talk to you about?
A question I have delayed answering for too long.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable. But much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. After I joined the Alliance, I no longer had access to interpreters who could derive meaning from my visions. For the first time, my actions were determined by my own decisions. And a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I had no idea you chose us over your own people. That must have been difficult. But I'm glad you stayed.
It was a simple choice. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
I think they need to oil their door. It's very slow. Install a new one. Maybe fix it. Hydraulics or something. I don't know.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
This isn't my first audience with the three. I met with your predecessors without incident. I think this will go just as well.
I am inclined to agree. I believe you are worthy of the knowledge we plan to share. There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
If you know all that, you must know a way to help me stop Malgus.
It is not so simple.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
Haven't your people had other visions of disasters? What makes this one so different?
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play?
What your mystics see is very important to your people. Your government, your societal rules, everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path, the decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken, the pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
I do know a thing or two about saving the galaxy. You could do a lot worse. I promise. I'll do what I can to protect you from what's coming.
A grand assurance. We will hope it amounts to more than that.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.
Spooky. Alright. Well, that's it. That's the furthest the expansion's gotten. That's about it. So yeah, I might be continuing playing this. I don't know what I'd be doing. There's still my character with Unknown Inferno, but that's kind of up in the air as to when we're doing that, continuing it. If we do continue it, then that's great. No, if not, I don't know. I might continue by myself, but we'll see. I'll have to ask him about that. Other than that, I mean, uh, yeah, I don't really have anything planned per se. Just kind of running through everything like usual. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. If I play a different game or if I play this. It's been a long time coming. I don't know how long I've been doing this series, I guess. I don't know, over a year maybe? Close to that? Something like that. But yeah, it's been a while. So, for right now, that's the end of Vrokum's story. Vrokum? Vrokum. I don't know. I don't think I've ever once said his name. Maybe I have. Who knows? Um, it'll continue when the next DLC comes out, whenever that'll be. I'll check on that, let you guys know, keep you guys informed as to when that's coming out and when this story will continue. So next week might be continuing just grinding or doing miscellaneous stuff with this character, or you know, completing things I hadn't completed yet, like some of the stuff that I skipped, like the stuff and all that. Or doing some other stuff that I hadn't done with this character yet, flashpoints, story mode flashpoints, things like that. Continuing other characters, doing whatever. Or playing a completely different game. We'll see. Tomorrow, stream wise, the stream's going to be at 11 a.m. CST instead of 1 p.m. CST like it usually is. I have something I have to do in the afternoon, so I gotta move the stream up a few hours early for that. Otherwise, 8 p.m. same schedule, same time for VR chat. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see all of you next time. Bye.